Caleb, just to start off, what were kind of your overall thoughts on the game today?
Florida's a really good basketball team. It was going to be pretty difficult to beat them twice. I mean, I think it's really hard. Like, it's been shown throughout the season. I think that was our fifth different opponent where we played them twice this year, and the only time we subbed somebody, it was Mississippi State. So it just shows like how hard it is in this league to really beat somebody twice. And they came out, with that chip on their shoulder, like we want to get them back. They got us on our home court, and they came out with a lot of energy. And so we got to match that, and we got to be the ones to come out with that energy from the start. I mean, I think first off, we got to do a better job on the boards. I think the very first possession, they maybe got an offensive rebound, and then transition, we were getting a little lost in transition. Our talk wasn't good enough. So they're definitely all fixable things. And when you leave a team that's that good, give them those kinds of possessions, they're gonna capitalize on every opportunity they have. There's a reason they've only lost 4 games, and there's a reason they beat the best team in the country, Auburn, at their place, because they make people pay for when you make mistakes. And when we make mistakes like that, we just can't make as many mistakes like that, if that makes sense.
Yeah. After that 15-2 start, the game seemed a lot more competitive between you two teams. What kind of helped y'all settle in after those first 4 minutes?
I think it goes back to defense, getting stops, and our communication was better. We were rebounding better, and then when we rebound better and force turnovers, it's harder for them to set up their defense. And so when you're not going up against a set defense, you're able to get more opportunities at the rim or get more opportunities from beyond the arc. And so we were doing a lot better job on the defensive end, and I think that's the reason that we were able to get our way back into the game and not let them run away. Because then when you're on your heels on defense and they're scoring, you're automatically on your heels on offense. And so we just had to get back on our feet, go at them, and that's just kind of how we play.
It seemed like you got some big minutes out of the freshmen like Peyton and T.O. today. What kind of impressed you about their performance?
I've been there. We've all been there as freshmen. You never know how much you're going to play, if you're going to play. And so just them being ready and them being mentally and physically throughout each week. They haven't played as much throughout the season in some games versus other games. And so just them being able to come out and be ready and give us a spark of energy, I think that was just important for them to know that they can help this team, whether if coach calls their name or not, and just how they prepared for this game. Their preparation has been really good throughout the last couple games, and so I'm just glad that they got their opportunity and they played how they've been practicing the last couple weeks too.
And then last question, going into the NCAA tournament now, what's kind of your mentality with it being your last go-around?
Yeah, it's I got to enjoy it too. You can't put too much stress on yourself, and I'm going to enjoy the opportunity that we got to go to the NCAA tournament. Only 68 teams get to go with, I think, 32 or 31 automatic, so you got 37 teams that get an at-large, and to know that we're one of those 37 teams getting an at-large bid, it just shows the work that we put through the whole season to put ourselves in this situation, and I'm just excited to capitalize on the opportunity that we've earned.
Tony, just to start off, what were kind of your overall thoughts on the game today?
Credit to them. Honestly, they came out hitting every shot. It's kind of hard to make a comeback when a team is shooting 75%. It's kind of hard when you ain't making no shots and other teams making plenty of shots. It's kind of frustrating, but we hung on as long as we could, and we just kept trying to make the push, but kept making. So.
Do you feel like it was any slip-ups that y'all were having defensively, or was it just that Florida came out hot?
I mean, honestly, at times we may have made one mistake, but we always recovered. And it was just at times, made a tough shot or, contested shot. And if, even if we make a mistake and they score, it ain't like we was making mistakes the whole game. We also had a lot of possessions playing good defense because we led them to a lot of turnovers. So I would say it wasn't because of, we made mistakes. It was more of them just getting in the groove at the beginning and able to, have that throughout the whole game. And, where it really led to them hitting every shot contested or non-contested when they came out and made that run at the beginning.
It did seem like y'all started to settle in after they got off to the 15-2 start. So what kind of adjustments did y'all kind of make there?
Really just trying to get our offense going and, you know, turning our defense into offense, you know, kind of trying to piggyback on, you know, getting a rebound defensively and pushing up the floor, and, you know, trying to get fouls and, you know, trying to move the ball around, get them moving a little bit because they wasn't really tired. They was just really complacent because we wasn't moving the ball or, you know, making them move and, you know, making them run full court when they missed a shot. So, you know, we just tried to, you know, add a little bit more to that and then add a little bit more pressure on them defensively.
It seems like over the last 2 games, you've been a lot more aggressive, kind of looking for your own shot. Has that been something that you really tried to get after in the SEC tournament?
Yeah, mostly, you know, kind of take the pressure off everyone else, you know, a little bit, you know, to make the defense, you know, kind of react to, you know, who they got to guard, who they got to step up against, you know, mostly just, you know, trying to find all different ways to, you know, impact the game, offensively and defensively, just to, you know, instead of winning by a little bit, when we all can contribute, whoever on the floor, whoever's not on the floor, with defense offensively or defensively, if I can do that in points and getting stops for us, then, you know, that's what I'm trying to do because I ain't trying to win by 5, I'm trying to win by 20.
So last question, what's kind of your mentality going into the NCAA tournament next week now?
It's my last one, so, you know, kind of piggyback on how you said I was playing more aggressive, you know, kind of just add some more of that, you know, try to build that fire into everybody, you know, because especially all the seniors, you know, because, you know, one game like this and shit's all gone, so, you know, you kind of got to, you know, throw it all out there, you know, do the best you can and just go all out because, it's, you know, you don't want to go on the L, especially, you know, when it's coming to an end. So.
What were kind of your overall thoughts on the game today?
We played good, but they came out hard to start the game, and we kind of were just trailing, so credit to them for starting the game off hard, but I feel like we fought to the very end.
Obviously, y'all kind of played through it yesterday, but what kind of changes when Mark Mitchell isn't available for the team?
Nothing changes really. We have a next man up mentality, and that's what it was today. We had to put up the next guy available to play the game, and that's what we did.
You were one of the next guys up today. Kind of what was your mentality going into the game when your number got called?
Just executing the coach's game plan. You know, he told me kind of before the game that I need to be ready. I don't know when he would put me in, but I just knew that I needed to be ready when he did put me in, and I feel like I kind of did that today.
Obviously, Florida's a really physical, rebounding team. What are kind of some of the challenges going up against their bigs?
Like you said, they're a physical team, play hard, but we just had to kind of try to match their intensity. And like when they have so much depth on their end as far as big men, it can kind of get a little tiring. But I feel like we handled it pretty well.
You guys have talked about being 18 strong all season. You know, how do you feel like? What do you feel like y'all were able to show about the team's depth in these last 2 games?
I couldn't hear you. I'm sorry.
What do you feel like y'all were able to show about the team's depth in these last 2 games?
I feel like it completes the statement, as you said. We're 18 strong. You know, we from the top to the bottom. Everybody stepped in and played some good minutes, valuable minutes, and we couldn't ask for nothing else.